there and welcome back to It's Only Paper. Today I am working in my weekly junk journal. I realised earlier on when I was looking that if I'm going to do this from literally the start of the year, which I've done here, to the end of the year, this is everything I've got left. I just realised that earlier on. I have nearly finished a journal and I've actually kept up with my weekly journal. I'm so excited about that. I am moving on up to the middle of October today actually. I might end up doing 2 pages here. I might do over a few days and then I might do one of a weekend as well. I've printed off all my photos and we're going to have a nice autumnal theme today, and it's going to be like proper junk journaling. I've been taking out odds and ends, scraps. I found this, isn't this cool? These colours look so pretty. I've got a couple of branding strips as well. Got loads of scraps and I've got some bits and pieces left over from my previous kit as well. So I'd like to use up some of those bits, some stickers. I've also pulled out a few bits and pieces here. So this should be a fun journal with me today. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to start, I think, by cutting up my photos. I am on one of my Patreon Zooms tonight, and actually we're talking about autumn and spooky season today, so that will be fun. So I'm looking forward to that, and I thought it would be fun then to have an autumnal theme for our Zoom tonight. So that's what we'll be doing, and I want to hear all about everyone's home decor, what people do, all that kind of thing. So that would be really nice. Let me know if you do your home. Do you decorate? Do you do it for Halloween? Do you do it for autumn? I usually do it a little bit for both. But this year, because we're moving, it's just not worth it, to be honest, because we're actually packing up. So it's really not worth it. So yeah, so not this year, but usually, for as long as I can remember, as long as I've had kids, I have. Right, I have made a little bit of a note. I think I might have these on here. I printed off my favourite thing to watch on TV. Oh, I just realised it's Wednesday. Aid! I want to remind him that's on. I might have actually finished my Zoom by then. Oh, and I want to stick this down. It would be quite nice if I've finished my Zoom. I always like to tidy up afterwards because I've been creating. I like to tidy it up. Because I start work early every morning, I like to be at my desk by 6 at the latest. So I hate coming down and then having to tidy up. So it's always important to me that the studio space is tidy, ready to work first thing in the morning. I just feel so much nicer walking into a tidy space, clear desks and all that. I've already written my to-do list. I always do that the night before as well. My planner is all ready. Yeah, it just starts my day off so much better. But I'd like to be yeah, sat with a cup of tea, watching Race Across the World. I absolutely love it. It's the celebrity one. I think it's the penultimate one tonight. Or yeah, I don't think it's the final one. I love it so much. I've loved all of them. I haven't seen any from any other countries. Apparently there's an American one. I don't know if there's any others. Do you watch it? It's really good. I was going to say I'm not massively into reality TV, which I'm not, but I do like this. I do love Welcome to Plathville, and I do love anything with polygamy. I find it fascinating. So yeah, how about you? What's your oh, this looks nice. Do you watch any reality TV? We also watch Celebrity Get Me Out of Here when that's on, but I'm not addicted to it. If I miss it, I don't really care. I am going to tear this down, but I don't want it to be a tidy tear. Oh, that is cool. I'm thinking popping that on there with that there. I like that a lot. Let's stick that down. I've set my alarm to remind me for my Zoom. I've sent the link out. If you're interested in my Patreon, by the way, I will leave the link below. We have 2 crafty Zooms every month, one lunchtime, one evening, and I love them so much. I really do. See, oh, actually, that could look quite nice there. Or, I don't know. Or we could even pop it on the other page, because I think I'm going to do the two. I'm actually a bit worried that I might have too much space left. So I do I have got quite a few pages. I don't want to put too much on the one. I'm liking that there. Something I have really got into with junk journaling is actually clipping things in place, just so I can see where it's all going to go. I also like the idea of the sunshines. I am loving the idea of something to go on the back. I'm wondering either actually of having something. I just had an idea. Is that, no, I'm going to need something that that's not quite big enough, is it? I might do it anyway though. Yeah, I think I will. Right, let's grab a punch. I'll take my favourite one, seeing as Aid fixed it for me last time. Let's do this. Right, let's see how this ends up looking. I want to make a decorative edge that sticks over when the journal is closed, because one can never have enough layers, right? So we're now going to, oh, that's not going to work. I have to cut this by hand. I'm too lazy to get my other trimmer out. That will do. So then I can either, oh, do you know, I might actually just staple it. I think that would look best. Let's take that off for now. Let's pop that on there. But the idea being then, this runs across. This will look cute. Now I'm going to be tidy. I'm going to tape it. I'm excited about this. This is either going to work really cutely, or it's just not going to work at all. It's going to be one or the other, isn't it? Let's take this off. I just love a decorative edge. It just looks so pretty, and I'm loving all the autumnal colours. I might actually pop my glue gun on. I think that might work a bit better. There. Look how pretty that's going to be. Oh, and actually we can poke it over the top. This is so cute. Where's my staples? Actually, I think stapling it will work just fine. Oh, they're gold staples as well. I can never remember what I've got in there. So it's always a surprise. And because there's a little bit sticky on there, that helps as well. Oh, I love this. There. That has worked out such a cute edge. I love that. And then we've got this again. That's going to go over there. Got a little bit of that, which I am going to pop on the edge. This is going to look so cute. Let's start the layering process. So we're going to pop some of this just in the middle so that I can slot it wherever I choose. And I've got some journaling, I've got some things. We went to visit Louis. Oh, do you know what I did do? I kept the receipt. Right, this is what I was going to do. I came home, we went to visit Louis, and every other week we've been going and taking Louis food shopping. If you're new to my channel, that's our son who's at uni. He's about 45 minutes away from us. So yeah, we go and take him food shopping. I forgot to take a photo with him last time, and then I thought, well, because we've been doing our food shopping with him, it's really fun doing it actually. And I kept the receipts. Well, I came home and unpacked the shopping and the receipts were in there, and I realised I hadn't taken a photo. Battery died, so I thought I'd keep the receipts. So I'm going to pop the receipts in an envelope, please. I've just realised I've got the tag from the kit. I might pop that on that side. That might be quite cute. Yes, I want to put the... I want to pop the receipts somewhere. Quite like the idea of this. I know what I'm going to do. Let's add some of the orange, some of that, and then the little stitch tag, and that will look really nice. I'm liking that idea. I'm not sure how much of this we will need, but it will then match the other side. So I thought it'd be really fun to have our shopping receipt and Louis' shopping receipt. There's quite a difference between the two, as I'm sure you can imagine, but I spent £35 and he spent £34. We were literally just a few pence difference. I thought that was quite fun. But yeah, we're really enjoying doing our weekly shops together. It's really fun. And we both we have a laugh, and there's different things, and sort of pick out what he's going to eat. So he got some steak as a bit of a treat, and we chose some spices with him. Yeah, it's really fun doing that. Oh, I like that. Let's trim this off. Oh, I feel a bit cat-handed. I think that's kind of worked. There we go. And it's getting to the stage with the journal where I kind of want to push back a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to use that one after all. I'm liking these colours a lot though. Right, I need to go onto my Zoom. This is a bit of a messy back. I must have used this on something else. These are Amy Tangerine tags from, I think, about 2013, something like that. I remember because that was the year that I went to, I want something on there so I can journal on them, to the CHA. And I saw her there. That's my alarm going, telling me to hurry up because I'm about to do a Zoom. So yeah, and I remember buying the tags. I think it was about then. That just means now that I can actually journal on that tag. I'm going to pop that there for now. And it's time for my Zoom. So I'm just placing that there for the time being, just so I remember that's where I want that to go. Right, this is going to be cute. So we've discussed trashy TV, we've discussed what I've been doing in my weekly shop and all that kind of thing. I now want to talk to you about layers. And the other thing I wanted to address was something that somebody left a comment just recently. The account name is Queen No Teether 151. Thank you so much. You said about when you come to the UK, the lack of places there are to find things. She could only find Hobbycraft. That was a mix of Hobby Lobby, wasn't it? The US place, or the range. So we'll discuss finding bits and pieces as well. So let's talk about layers. You can see that I've started layering, and it's the thing probably I get asked most about is the layering. And as that's mainly what today's page is about, it's lots and lots of layering, I thought it was the perfect time to talk about that. I've taken loads of scraps, as you know, from my junk basket, and that's what I'm working around today. I ended up going with quite a bit of white space, which I don't usually. The white space is the space around the outside, even if it's not white, even if it's a different colour, like I've got my script paper here, the music paper. If it's left blank, that would still be considered white space. So let's talk about the stamped image that I've just included. It's actually on a piece of pattern paper. I was testing out that stamp before I used it on a page, and that was what was left, and I popped it in my junk basket, you know, just the scraps, and I've just slotted that in there. It's perfect. It just goes so well. So I do call this almost like doing a jigsaw puzzle. I'm just taking my scraps and just fitting them in wherever I can. You'll quite often see that I like to almost mirror image. So like I've done if I do like the the orange spotty trim on one side, I've added a little bit of it on the other. I've added the sunny paper a little bit on one side, so I've popped it on the other. I had one of these, that little leaf that I've just paper clipped. I had that left over from one of my kits, so I've just literally paper clipped that so it hangs over the edge. I think with layers as well, you want to see different elements. So I like seeing the torn edge, I like seeing things overlap, I like seeing things hang over, but alternating. You don't want it looking regimented, you want it to look a bit topsy-turvy. I think that's the best way. Lots of tucking, like here the leaf, you'll see I'm just thinking, right, where does that fit? So it's lots of trial and error, tucking things to see where they happen to sit. I found this as well. This was just again another torn edge, but I love to see the name of the paper, Don't Leaf Me. I think that's so cute. So I just thought, I saw that and I just knew I had to put that near Aid, because I just want to be with him forever and ever and ever. He makes me so happy. I still can't believe that we've been together like 18 years. And I feel this much in love still. So, yeah, I don't know why. I get bored so easily. I'm still surprised that I'm still madly in love with him after 18 years. So, yeah, so I put the Don't Leave Me. And I put the You Are My Sunshine. He just makes me so happy. So I like including elements like that. The Celebrity Race Across the World was a fun one to add because we have loved that season, that series. So I wanted to include that. It's just the perfect thing to add in a weekly journal. And as you can see here, it's just like me just popping the leaf, adding the stickers, thinking, right, where can I include these? I love adding the paper clips as well. They're really, really fun. And these little embellishment postcards that I make are so handy. Again, you just cut around them. What does Elise call them? She calls them cutter parts or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, I just tried this underneath. And again, just slotting it down there. Just thinking, right, where can I add this? And you're just piecing things together. It just looks so cute. I just really, really enjoy the layering. I feel quite satisfied when I create a page like this. It's just really fun, especially when you're using up the bits and pieces. Right, so let's discuss about shopping, craft shopping in the UK. It's diabolical, isn't it? We used to be, you know, I've been like scrapbooking for 20 odd years. We used to have amazing independent stores. I used to belong to some good craft forums back in the day before we had Facebook and social media and all that kind of thing. And we all supported our local stockists, and sometimes a group of us might get together and meet up and we might go to a scrapbooking shop, and quite often they would have classes, and so you'd make a bit of an outing out of it. Remember the one in Swindon? I don't know if that one's still there at Butterfly World. Let me know if anyone knows. It is just off Junction 16. I used to teach there, but before I taught there, I remember meeting like with friends. One friend from a scrapbooking forum came over to me in Hampshire from Norfolk. We met up with a friend from Bristol, all in Swindon. It was an event and it was so much fun, but sadly our independents have just been slowly closing. Although saying that, Sam from our Patreon group, by the way, I'm cutting out a download here from my spooky downloads from my Patreon. I send downloads out twice a month. Right, go back to Sam, sorry. She went to Lymington in the New Forest and they had a really good one. They've got a website as well. I can't remember what it's called, but Lymington, they're only going to have one craft shop if you Google that. And she said the store was amazing and really, really reasonably priced. But you're right, we don't have many places. Hobbycraft, The Range, where else would you go these days? I don't actually buy anything in an actual store. Obviously, I've got my kits. I use my kits a lot. And I shop if I want like 12 by 12 scrapbooking. I go to Paper Maze, papermaze.co.uk. I actually design for them as well, so they send me bits and pieces. But if I want my alphabets, anything like that, I try not to go to Amazon, and I certainly wouldn't buy craft stuff from places like Temu. Shein when that was the big rage. I think Temu's now taken over, because I know it's doing people out of business here in the UK. So I try and support the UK businesses as much as possible. Obviously, when you're buying from Amazon, a lot of the time you are actually buying from a small business as well. But I would prefer to go direct to small businesses if I can. But no, we do have some good businesses still in the UK. Independent ones, but they're all online. Saying that, Paper Maze is still an independent store, and they've been going for a long time. So I believe they're Ipswich way, if ever you're in the area. I know they're not open all the time, so check the website. But yeah, there are still a few independents around, but it's a struggle, and it's really, really sad to see. I miss our independents a lot. They were good places to go and really fun. And it's not until you go somewhere like the States where you realise how much choice they have over there. It's sad. I don't know if just the hobby has dwindled, if it's not quite what it used to be. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know if you know any good independents. Where do you get your stuff? A lot of the time I'm using up scraps and bits and pieces, as you can see here. So a lot of this is bits and pieces from like my old stash, but also bits and pieces left over from my kits. So this orange piece here is a torn down piece from one of my kits. I also like to create my own bits and pieces. So you might just see underneath that tiny bit of pattern paper, on the right hand side, there's some with paint. That's actually music paper that I've created myself by using paints and stencils and stamps. I'm using a book page here. I do really, really enjoy using that kind of thing as well. And again, you can see I'm layering them up. Tearing is probably one of the best ways to layer. It's just so much fun. I love that rough edge. Obviously, if you're a perfectionist, this may not be the best way for you, but give it a go. It's just really fun. And I'd love to know and hear all your tips and tricks of where you get your stash, how you do your layers, what kind of thing you enjoy doing. It's just really fun. And I think the other good thing about layering, you really make the most out of your stash. Your stash definitely goes further. I remember the days when I would scrapbook and a whole piece would go down, and then I might lay something over the top. With this kind of thing, you don't use generally whole pieces. You're, like you can see, using up bits and pieces all the time. So your stash does go a lot further. I'm doing the whole jigsaw piece here again, just wondering where I'm going to fit this in. This is the piece that I was talking about that I've created myself from old music paper. It was a music sheet book that I picked up in a charity store. Another great place to pick up bits and pieces, but it's all down to luck. You can't go in a charity shop thinking, right, I'm going to buy some music paper today, because you may not get some. So it's opportunist luck, really, isn't it? When you're in charity shops. But yeah, you can see there, I've done my sunshine stencil. Isn't that cute? I love that so much. It just works so well. I need to do some more of those, actually. I tend to do them in bulk. I do a whole load in one session. And then I've got them, because you don't always want to get all your paints and your mixed media out. So if you do it all in bulk, you've then got a whole load to keep you lasted. So I created like a little bit of a pocket there. I've slid that little tag in. And the heart piece here, that was left over. Again, I just like painted over loads of bits. But then I cut out some hearts, but I kept the negatives. And every now and then I use them up, which is really fun. But again, I'm just adding my layers here. I just want it to look really cute. I'm loving all the kind of like whimsical colours, the little flowers there. It looks really pretty. The torn piece here, that was the other side of the piece with the Don't Leave Me bit that I put near Aid. So I'm using the other side of that. And I just thought I'd add some staples. No reason, but just to add a little bit of an extra texture to the page. It was a bit fiddly though to try and do, so I stapled them on, then I've added the tape to stick it to the page just to make sure it stays on well. It was a little bit on the fiddly side. So I've got a little bit more book page. This feels really fragile, this paper. I don't know where it's come from, but it was in my junk basket and it feels amazing. It's, like when you tear it, it's just got like such a fragile feel to it. So the sticker is from my recent October kit. I've got a few of those, and I'm now doing this whole page. We got to try out a brand new Premier Inn hotel. It was through my brother's friend. He actually trains staff. I do actually have vlogs. One actually testing out the hotel on our Aid and Lisa travel channel, but then I also shared a little bit in our weekend vlog as well, but more sort of like going charity shopping with my brother and that. But I'll link up both videos below for you. They were really fun. I was going to finish and go and have a cup of tea and watch Celebrity Race Across the World with Aid. But I just quickly want to do something. I wanted to add those receipts. Now, I've decided to pop this on here. It's a Polaroid type frame, and this is an old glassine envelope. Let's try and get this on straight. And what I'm thinking about doing, I had a little test. I quite like saying that. I guess that would look quite nice there, wouldn't it? And I'm thinking about popping the receipts in here. Where did I even put the receipts? What have I done with those? Desk. So I am going to write, this one was Louis'. It had the steak on it. Hi, Aid. Yeah. He had steak and seasoning. And he had lots of yogurt pouches and tortilla chips, bananas. Oh, we did have some bananas. Mini rolls, croissants, packet sauces, cinnamon buns. We were laughing at the claw puffs. They're like a really cheap version of Monster Munch. And then ours, tin tomatoes. We did have Pepsi Max, pickled gherkins, fruit, broccoli, carrots, baby leaf salad, peppers, bananas, grapes, mushrooms, peaches, natural yogurt. Yeah, that wasn't a little bit different to Louis', wasn't it? Completely different shopping lists. That's quite funny. Both from Aldi. And I am going to pop them in there. I think that's quite fun. There, and then I am going to place this on here, and this is going to be on there. There we go. Our shopping lists, and I'm going to add some journaling to this tomorrow. I quite like that. I might actually hold this down overnight just to tame it down. I'll come back to this tomorrow. Next day, that was such a good Zoom last night. I really enjoyed that. And this is the page, and then I've created a second page as well because I was really on the ball last night. I was having such a nice time. I had an idea. So I'm doing a little story about Louis here, but obviously I didn't have a photo of Louis. And then I remembered he sent me a photo the other day of himself in a jacket at uni, and so I've printed off that photo instead. So even though it wasn't actually from that particular evening, I've still taken it. I've got this packaging here from some Fancy Pants. It says True Friend Flair. So I'm going to stick that down, and I've printed off the photo of Louis, and I am going to use that. Look how pretty these colours are, and that's on the receipt. So you can still see the receipt in there. I quite liked that idea. And then I'm going to pop the photo of Louis in there. Let's attach. Where's my? I've just had my staples. Oh, here it is. Let's pop this on here as well, just to cover up where that little bit was. Excellent. I like that. And I'm going to put the photo of Louis on there. I could kind of do something. Oh, look, I've got this. It's so cute. Oh, I could do a cat picture with that. Actually, it doesn't matter that it doesn't have any meaning, does it? It's just cute. There. Actually, I have got some journaling that will go really well with that. But look, doesn't that look so nice? Love that little stamped bit. I am ready to add some journaling, I think. I quite like this quite plain. I might actually leave that how it is. So I've added my journaling, and I'm thinking, I wasn't going to add anything here, but I think I will. I think it needs something. So I'm really loving this little bit here. It's so cute. I'm just going to staple this on the top. I think if I tie it, I'm going to end up with a knot, and that's going to make it even chunkier. There we go. Look how cute this page is. It's so sweet. Really love this page. And then because I've done this as well, I'm going to finish up here. I haven't actually decided. I know what I was going to do. I was going to do something. I just felt like there was quite a lot of photos on there. So I might try and find an envelope or something to, sorry, I saw that on the side there, to hidey it away. I think that's the word I want to use, hidey it. I have just taken this. This was actually from one of my kits. It was a spare, and it was in my little journaling station next to me. So I'm going to take these bits out and I think put it there. That's what I think I might do. Let's put these underneath. So I had this discussion in the Zoom last night. I loved last night's Zoom. There was quite a lot of people on, and actually by the time we got round just chatting to everyone and hearing what they were up to, there was only a short time left. It was just one of those. It was a real quick one. Actually, I'm changing my mind. Right, that's going to be sticky now. I'm going to stick that down. Let's pop that onto here. So we've just got a smaller bit of edge. Yeah, one of the things I was talking about was journals, and I'm quite free with my journals, as you know. But this one I started right at the start of the year, and I would really like it to finish at the end of the year. I don't want it to continue over. Oh, I had 2 pieces on there, I didn't realise. But I also don't want to be left with loads at the end. So I'm just trying to get that balance of finishing it on time. I spoke to Elise during the Zoom, because Elise does monthly journaling. And I asked her, and she actually came up with such a good idea, because I'm just so worried that I guess I could actually do it like that. I just didn't want the photos on full view. Not because I don't want them on full view, but just because it looked a little bit on the messy side. Or, let's pop those there. Could actually do some kind of something there. Yeah, I might do that. Ooh. And Elise had such a good idea, because one of my worries is, because with us moving, yeah, I might do that actually, that I'm not going to have time to journal during the move. And actually she came up with such a good idea of actually creating on the pages before we go, and actually I might try and do that. I really, really liked that idea. I thought that was a genius idea, so I might actually do that. I'm gonna, oh, what's on here? The story is simply this. Oh, I quite like that. I'm not fussed about the rest of the wording, but I really like that. And actually I might just cut that like that. It is a sticky back, but I'm not going to do it as a sticky back. Or no, I'm going to put it somewhere else. I'm going to fold this over. It is again sticky back, but I'm not treating it as a sticky back. Yes, I think I might take Elise's suggestion and actually work in advance if I can, so that when we are away I can then just, oh, that's so much better. I might stick something on there. I can then just add photos and a little bit of journaling. I really like that idea. It's just, I think that's what I love about the Zooms. It's so nice just speaking out loud. Look, the story is the story is simply this. I love that. That's so perfect. Right, I'd like something on there, so I want to find something. I found this. What else have I got here? Let's have a little look. Everyone is responsible for the rise and fall of the world. That's quite heavy, isn't it? I don't know if I want that on my weekly journal. Got a little, what else? D. Oh, D for Dolly. That's so perfect. Coincidence there. Right, let's see if I can get this off. It's quite nice actually doing 2 pages in one go. The colours kind of goes a few little bits there, and actually then maybe I should have a little red one up there, and I might put a little heart in. I'm really enjoying this kind of journaling at the moment. It's just really making me happy. What's on this green one? I don't think we need the green one. It's got some kind of leaf or something. Tell you what I have got. These from Nadine in my groups. She does really amazing things with her jelly plate. Do you know, that's the good thing with her, having had a really good sort out. I know what's in my stash, and that feels really good. These are amazing. Oh yes, Nadine, you are a star. Look how cute that is. Gonna have a few of those. I think this page needed something, didn't it? These are all painted by Nadine. We've got some little tab tops. These are so cute. What other colours were there? Some bluey coloured ones as well. I love these. Let's have a little look. Oh, I don't think... actually, it will work. I'm going to make it work. I was going to go with quite a muted tone for this page, but actually, Nadine, you've spiced up my page. Thank you. I think it needed this, didn't it? These are so cute. And I think let's have, again, with regards to layering, it is just like there. I've added the heart over the squirrel, but then underneath the thank you sticker. That's the good thing about layering. I think I might do something with this. I wonder if some of the blue on there, we ink up the edges. Might even do a little bit of red on that one. Do that then. It's amazing sometimes when you kind of like add a new colour to a page or a layout, how then you can think of ways to really make that colour fit. And this is definitely a way to do that. Right, let's... I've got sticky fingers now. Right, let's pop that under there. There, that looks really cute. Got the word gather left over from the October kit. I've used this kit very, very well, I have to say. I've used a lot of it. I pop that there. If you would like one of these kits, if you want a bit of autumnalness, I'll leave a link to it for you, as I've still got a few of them left. There we go. I'm going to add my journaling now to this page. And there we go. I have finished this page as well. Got journaling on the back of the 2 photos. I'm really pleased that's worked out really well. And just because I just didn't want that bright photo on display, I've journaled on the back of that card, which is also from Nadine, and popped that one in there. I'm really pleased with that. There's not huge amounts of journaling on these pages, but just some bits and pieces. I'll pop the photo of Louis there, and I'm really, really pleased with that. That was lots and lots of fun. So yeah, a good journaling session there. But thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my junk journaling today. I've had so much fun, and I really encourage you to get your layers, use up all your bits and pieces, and sort of slot bits and pieces in and under and around, and just have loads and loads of fun with your textures and your colours, and just enjoy that creative time. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.